Are you thinking about making a move to Greensboro, North Carolina? I am here today to take you on a tour of my 5 most favorite neighborhoods here in Greensboro, North Carolina, and you're going to want to check it out. My name is Meredith Parsons. I'm a realtor. I live here. I love it here. I want you to move here and love it as much as I do. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because each week I'm going to be taking you on a little tour, a little adventure of all things Greensboro Triad area, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. Are you ready? Let's go. Today we're going to be checking out the 5 best neighborhoods in Greensboro, North Carolina, and if you stick to the end, I'm going to show you my favorite neighborhood, a neighborhood for which I would move. But you're going to want to stick to the end to check that out. But right now, our first neighborhood is Lake Jeanette. Lake Jeanette is an area on the northern section of Greensboro. It's about 18 minutes to downtown. It's 15 minutes to the airport. And so it's in the northern area. The schools are Jesse Wharton and Mendenhall. Mendenhall's the middle school, and it's Page for high school. And so what's so great about Lake Jeanette is it's a huge area, right? It's made up of 16 different neighborhoods, and they're all varying in sizes. So we're in the North Hill section right now, and I'll flip it around just so you can see what this neighborhood looks like. It's all different styles houses, right? You've got bigger houses, you've got little cute little bungalows and one-level ranches, and so they're all different areas, obviously, or different pockets, as I call them, are going to be different. So here they were predominantly built in the late 90s, and they range in price from about the 4s up to, if you're in Northern Shores, those are over $1 million. So you've got luxury living, you've got mid-price range, as I call it, in the 4s, which is a whole lot of money. But what's great about out here is you're a little bit further out, and you're right by the loop. You've got the shops close by on North Elm. So you've got all the shops on North Elm and Pisgah Church. So you've got a grocery store that's like 7 minutes away. And the schools are close by, and what's so great about out here too is you've got the trails. If you want to go back and look at the Greenway one that I did of all the green spaces, the Burr Mill Park is real close, but even Lake Jeanette has about 7 walking trails, hiking or walking trails, right here in this section of Greensboro. So that's pretty awesome. So this, I feel like you have lots of different options, pockets that you could do out here and check out and possibly find a great house for you. This could be like exactly fitting your needs. So the second stop that we're going to go to is Hamilton Lakes. And you've seen a little bit of it before maybe, and also that green space video, but Hamilton Lakes is definitely a good another option for you. So we're going to go to that place next. You have made it to our second stop, and that is Hamilton Lakes. Hamilton Lakes is located right next to downtown. It is really next to Friendly Center, because the last one we're going to, if I give you a little hint, is closer to downtown than this one. But it is right in the middle of, in between downtown and the airport. It's 15 minutes to the airport, it's 15 minutes to downtown Greensboro. And you can just hop on Friendly or Bryan Boulevard, and that's gonna take you around town. And what I love about this neighborhood is it's got the big trees, which I love, and it's got an older feel, but it's not all older houses. So the average house age is at the 50s over here. And let me pan it for you. Amazon Prime. So Hamilton Lakes was like, when they first built it, was for this like very recreational area, and they have a whole bunch of walking trails, which I loved, and we totally utilized during quarantining. We rode our bikes over here almost every day, to the point where my daughter's like, can we please not go over there anymore? But the walking trails they're really wide and they're flat, and you can either ride your bike or walk on them, and they're in the trees, so it's totally covered, and it's just got this really good vibe. I mean, I wish I could like tell you more other than drive you around and show it to you, but it's just got this great feeling to it. And I love that aspect. So there's 3 different lakes here in the Hamilton Lakes little area. And there's 2 or 3 playgrounds, I think, for the kids. One they call the vintage ones, because it's got, you know, those long, remember those long slides, those long ones that are metal and you don't really slide on it and then it burns your butt. They've got one of those, so we call that the vintage playground. But I just love that this neighborhood has so many activities for you know, single people or couples or families. That's what makes this great, because they have the lakes, you can go fishing, they have fee to be a part of like the Hamilton Lakes. You don't have to pay it, but it's nice to do it because they keep up with the landscaping of like the walking trails and the lakes, and it's $75, but you can fish, which is awesome. I've seen somebody out on a kayak, and if you go back and look at my video of the green spaces, they have swans here, which are magical, majestic, and super awesome. So yeah, you've got some like 50s and 60s ranches, you've got big stately homes like that. So it's a big mixture over in here. And I would say that the price range starts at around $400,000. So the schools are Sternberger, Kaiser Middle, and then Grimsley High School. So those are the schools here. And I think that's it for everything in this neighborhood. I mean, everything's close by, right? If you check out any of the Star Map videos, you can see what's close by, because the neighborhoods are literally touching each other. Friendly Center, just a couple minutes away, not far. You've got churches close by, you've got downtown close by, you have the airport close by, everything right at your fingertips. So this is definitely a great neighborhood that's made the top 5, for sure. So I'm gonna go drive you around and see if I can get you a good shot and give you the essence of the neighborhood, because it does make me real happy and I want you to get the vibe. Okay. You have made it to our 3rd stop, which is the Cardinal. Now this area is located on the western side of Greensboro. So if you're looking at the clock, we're at about like 10 o'clock. So this neighborhood, the houses were built in the 80s, and there's different pockets, just like Lake Jeanette, the one that we saw. Lake Jeanette was the newest neighborhood. This is the 2nd oldest neighborhood that we're seeing today. Actually the 3rd. The next stop is the 2nd. And so this one's got different pockets as well, all ranging. Some of them, like River Hills, those houses are in the 2s, 200s. Then these range from 3s, 4s, maybe even 5s. But this neighborhood, it's got a lot of is on the golf course. Parts of it are on the golf course. Those, of course, are always going to cost more because, you know, a golf course is going to cost more. But you can be a social member here at the Cardinal, and they've got tennis and, you know, swimming, so that's always nice. But let me give you a pan. People are doing some work right here. Looking in the back of a truck. This neighborhood doesn't really have sidewalks, but they do have walking trails, which is nice if you want to go off and check out those little walking trails. There's some playgrounds here. So yeah, so this one is so close to the airport. I'm talking like 7-10 minutes away from the airport, and you're about 15 to 20 downtown. If you get on Bryan Boulevard, you can be to the shops at New Garden. So you've got all the big stores there, like there's 3 different grocery stores. You've got Lowe's Food there, you've got Harris Teeter, and there's a Target and shops like that. Michael's, Bed Bath & Beyond. So that's right down the road. So Bryan Boulevard's it's a bigger road that gets you around. So that's super nice in the sense that you can get around town, be on the western side. The schools are Pierce, and the high school is Northwest. So check out greatschools.org to find out the ratings, because I'm not supposed to tell you. We get this park right here. Hi. We've got a big place down there, and a playground for the kiddos. I mean, look at this. You can ride your bikes down here, put them there. You can go down there. You can see them there walking all way far off in the distance. But yeah, super cool. And this neighborhood has a different feel than the last one, but it's okay. We like variety, right? So, okay, I'm gonna drive you around, show you what the closest shop here is Food Lion. So that's the closest grocery store, and an ABC store, which is like 5 minutes away. Go a little bit further away, you'll be at New Garden. But I'll go drive you around the neighborhood, show you what the houses look like, what that looks like, and then we're gonna go to our 4th stop, which is Adams Farm. Okay, let's go. You have made it to our 4th stop, which is Adams Farm. So Adams Farm is located on the southern part of Greensboro. It's close towards Jamestown, if you want to go check out what Jamestown has to offer. That's one of the videos I did before. But so this neighborhood is lots of different pockets like before. I would say these were built in the early 90s. So this is probably the 3rd oldest. 2nd or 3rd oldest neighborhood. This and the Cardinal are very similar in that sense, but they're all in different pockets. And the one thing about this neighborhood, if you get in one certain pocket, you're just far enough out that you're actually in the county. So you only have to pay county taxes, not city and county taxes. So that's pretty awesome. But this neighborhood has so many, like miles and miles of walking trails, which is so nice for those of you that are active and that want that outdoor space. The neighborhood has a wide variety of housing too. So you've got apartments, you've got townhouses, you have like first-time homes, you've got the second house. So they're all different varieties of houses. Let me give it a spin so you can get a look at what the neighborhood looks like. So it's a big mix. Of houses. I will drive you around and show you what the different ones, like some townhouses and maybe the second home or first home, I would say these are like in the 3s and 4s here, 3 and 400s. So it's located, you can get to 40 really quickly, you can get to 75 or 73 really quickly, and 85. So they're all close by. You are not far from Wendover. Wendover is where all the big box stores are, like Sam's and Costco and Lowe's and Home Depot and Best Buy, and you know, all those shops you always see together. Those are all close by. You can be to High Point quickly, you can be to Jamestown quickly, you can be to Winston quickly. So being that you're so close to 40 and 85 and 73, that 73, or the loop as I call it, can get you around town real quick, and I've hopped on it several times today. So the 73 does help in terms of getting you around. But Adams Farm is a great area. You've got Sedgefield close by if you are interested in golf, and that community is there. And Adams Farm has its shopping. So there's everything right here, everything close by. If you don't want to venture out to Wendover, which has the bigger box store, but you've got your grocery store here, you've got restaurants here, you've got your liquor store and banks and CVS and Walgreens. So all that's here right at your fingertips. So I feel like that makes this neighborhood great because you've got so many options in terms of renting, buying, townhouses, first or second homes. So that makes it pretty nice. And the schools here are Pilot and Ragsdale. So you can check that out at greatschools.org if schools are of something that's of interest to you and importance, because it should be. I get it. I've got kids of my own. So I'm gonna go drive you around, check out what's close by, and then we will make it to our final destination, my most favorite neighborhood, which I would move to that neighborhood. Okay, I'll see you at the next stop. You have made it to the 5th and final stop, which is my favorite neighborhood in all of Greensboro, and that is Sunset Hills. Sunset Hills is located right next to UNCG. It's right in the center of Greensboro. It's super close to downtown, like 2 miles away, I would say. And I love this neighborhood because it's a very old neighborhood. It says the average house price are 50s. I would say it's probably less than 50s because a lot of these, as you can see, are these great, different, super charming, not cookie cutter at all very different bungalows. They're like sweet little charming bungalows that are older. A lot of them are from the 20s, 30s, 40s. And they're all different. None of them are the same. Sometimes they can have quirky little floor plans, which is what makes it so charming. But I also tell you what I like about this neighborhood is the sidewalks. There's sidewalks everywhere. And this is one of these neighborhoods that are super walkable. And it's rated very high in that, and the fact that you can walk everywhere. There's sidewalks, as you can see, on both sides, this side and that side of the road. So you've got tons of sidewalks. There's Four Corners, which is where they have restaurants and bars, and Best Buy, which is our local, a little local grocery store, and that's right here. So everything is absolutely totally walkable. You can be downtown in like 5 minutes, and you can be to the airport in like 15. Wendover's not far, Benjamin Parkway's not far, and it's just got a really good vibe to it. It's a very fun neighborhood, and it's a good mixture of people, like younger people and young families and single people. It's just a good mixture of everybody, and I love the trees. The trees make me super happy. So it's definitely a good feeling neighborhood. I would move to this neighborhood for the right house. So This is definitely one of the top 5 neighborhoods, Sunset Hills. So I appreciate you sticking to the end. You've made it. We've been all over Greensboro. We didn't hit the east side, but we've been all over Greensboro, and I appreciate you coming. Next week, we're gonna be checking out the 5 best neighborhoods in Summerfield. So come back. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. Thanks. Bye.